The next thing we'll look at with components is nesting. So I've got the ability to include components inside of components, which is really handy and helps us or allows us to continue to build up that kind of design complexity, but also keep things kind of fluid and editable and part of a system. Let's have a look at how we can nest components together. I'll just get rid of all these components or take them off the artboard. We've got our button still in the component list there, so we can grab that whenever we want. And I'm going to nest that one inside some other objects, or combined with some other objects. So I'm going to create a little feature panel for some sort of app, web app, that's going to include some text, maybe a background image, and that button component as well. So let's have a look. We'll add a few extra graphics to the artboard. Just a rectangle to, I suppose, be the boundary for our feature panel. Just make it a grey block at the moment. We need some text. I'll make a couple of text boxes. Quickly just set a couple of bit of heading. It's looking good. And another text box. Probably should have prepared some lorem ipsum. Unfortunately, I haven't, so I'll quickly go out and grab some. Perfect. I can paste that into my kind of copy box. And as quickly as I can, set that text. Just bring that in a little bit. Alright, looking okay. Maybe don't need quite that much text, so I'll cut it down a bit. 3 lines. That's good. And we're going to include our button. So kind of a picture, some text, and a call to action combined into one kind of feature box. And we're going to turn all of this into a component. I'll right click on it, go and make a component. You can see that has been added into our components list. Call it feature box, which is good because I can reuse that feature box if I've got, like, you know, a series of panels that I need down a screen. Let's just make this a bit bigger. As if we're scrolling down the page or down the screen. Make a set of 4. There we go. So you can see how kind of easy it is for us to reuse that bit of furniture. If we've made something, we'll want to use it again and again across all of our screens, our site, our app, whatever it is we're making. And the great thing about our components is the ability to get into them, dig into them, and update them, kind of like so. So this is actually my original one, and I might, you can tell because it's our, it's got the green filled in diamond, whereas our instances don't have that. You might just delete that off the page and duplicate one of these ones, just so we've got all instances on the page. And then if I want to edit them, I'll come over to my component in the components list and edit the main component. And that'll put it off the artboard, but in a spot where I can edit it and manipulate it. So if I did want to change all of these feature boxes across my whole site, I can go into the main component and make the necessary changes that I want to. In this case, just adjusting the corner radius. Maybe we can change the background color. If we wanted to, we could adjust the kind of the layout if necessary. The heading needs to go up the top. Maybe all of the content needs to go up to the top. Maybe centrally. And you can see that everything's adjusting kind of as we go, which is great. And if I did want to go even further into that nested button, I can do that as well. I'll edit that main component. I've got that off to the side. Because inside here, this is actually an instance. You can see that it's got the empty diamond, whereas our main component has the filled-in diamond. But I can edit this nested component, and that will update throughout the app or whatever you're designing. So I'm creating a kind of a system of reuse and reusability with the components that I'm creating. So that's nesting components inside of other components. Of course, we can customize each of the individual instances. For example, if you wanted to change a heading and update some copy in here, you can do that. Or if we wanted to maybe fill these boxes with images, we could do that as well. And I've got a collection of images here. Maybe I'll add some background images to some of these instances. And this one here, I'll just change it. I'll just change the color. So we can see that we can create that variation across the instances, but still our main instance will have some kind of level of control over the overall look and feel of that of that component type.